大家先。
艾达这边是他比茶店。
哦 ，close door, alright. OK. air condition 冷气。
那前面天我拍照。还有。
You can type this link and you can download this data. And I will share many useful tools for you guys to use in your English classroom. Even if you want to do some report, even if you are studying your thesis, you can use ChatGPT and AIGC these tools. So maybe should I wait for our vice principal to come here?
Well, I can start first, and then when she arrives, then she can introduce you formally. Yes.
Okay, so I think you can, if you have your laptop and a computer line, I think we need to practice more because this kind of tool is for teacher. You can use in you can do anything. If you want to do the assessment, I think that many teachers will do some assessment, and the ChatGPT is a very good tool to use this. And today I will share many good skills and very easy to understand. And so if you have a laptop, and I think that you can learn more. And if you don't have a laptop, maybe you can use your cell phone. That will be okay, but not that easy. Okay. So I think I can wait 1 minute, and you can see this website. I think I can write down this like later. Maybe the teacher will come later.
Yeah, but I needed power, so.
No me quedé sucio.
Okay, I think so. We can start right now. Okay, so this course I will use English, and I have used many hyperlinks, and so I don't think the language is a problem in this class. So I will use maybe English or Chinese. If you have any question, feel free to ask me, and I will give you a lot of help. Right? Okay. So first, what's ChatGPT? I think ChatGPT is so many to use from this year. This year about the January to the March. So the global users use ChatGPT to do many things. And today we don't talk about any the theoretical, and we just learn how to use this. And for actually I was a textbook editor about 10 years ago, and my major is for the junior high school, not the elementary school. But I think that's not the problem because for English we can learn the phonics, vocabulary, grammar, and reading comprehension, etc. So, when I was an editor, my problem is I can write a lot of essays in a short time. Even I have to set a lot of questions and for students to teach. So I and my foreigners teacher, we took a lot of time to negotiate what's the good essay for students, and when they have the very a little vocabulary, how can we use the essay to help them to learn English? So, and 10 years after, now we have the ChatGPT. And after that, I use this, I can learn a lot. So today I will share this for you. Okay, so I skipped the theoretical. I think we can start from this. Can you see the AIGC tool? This, and I think we can start from this. So what's the AIGC? It means artificial intelligence generated content. It means we don't use for the human brain. I think human brain doesn't have need amount of power to generate content. But for artificial intelligence, it can help a lot. For example, the first is context generated. And I think we can use this. We suggest that we use this chat everywhere. Because chat everywhere, we don't have to log in. But ChatGPT, you have to log in. And when I teach students, actually I also teach students to use this. I always use this chat everywhere. So we can now to log in, and I will tell you some skill to how to prompt more easy and effectively. Okay. Okay, we see this face. And we can see a lot of features over there. If you don't pay the monthly pay, I think that'll be okay. We can even use the free to generate content. For example, I think I can generate. I ask it's a problem, but the skill is that you have to give them a role play. What's that role play? If you have to give a questions, maybe US, for example, pretend you are an English teacher. I need just like this. Don't worry about the grammar. Don't worry about the vocabulary. You just type the keywords. So, as an English teacher, I'm here to help you improve your language skill. What would you like to learn or practice today? And I will say, I need an assessment. Assessment about Taipei 101, and give me 10 questions. Okay, just like this. Okay, this is for a question, right? But we don't have any reading comprehension. So I will ask him to help. Please give me reading comprehension about 300 words about Taipei 101 and 10 multiple choice questions. Okay, so let's see how you can help us. Yes, that's it. If you give the topics, the skyrock of Taiwan, Taipei 101 is a famous skyrock located in the Xinyi district of Taipei, and blah blah, and the generate. And then you can give you the answer, the questions, and then even you can give the answer. So I think you can give the strategy a role play, and then maybe we can try now and ask them to give you some reading comprehension and for the questions. So I think we can start to practice. Because when you practice, you will know how to prompt more effectively. Yes, and so I think I leave some time, maybe 2 minutes. So I leave this for you guys, and I think you can practice this. Because we have a lot of scores here, so I need one more to practice. Maybe you can have any questions, and then you will do, and maybe you will find some problems I can help you. That's, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. I think you have to practice this. Yeah. So today I will post the AIGC course. So I will try to use this to make you understand. And if you prompt over here, right, and you can see this is right, it's on your left hand side, and you will record the questions you asked. And if you want to share, it's okay. See this is a share. You can share your content and share and pass and share for your coworkers. They can even write. They can even copy it. And if you can pass on your PowerPoint or work, and you can make the assessment very quickly, right? And even if you can use any language, not just English, you can use Japanese, German, even if you can speak a Greek or very difficult language. I think ChatGPT is spoken about many other languages. So, okay, this for the assessment. And that if I want to test if you use this assessment, maybe we can use the vocabulary, and if you want to ask them some vocabulary in our reading comprehension. For example, I think for the 6th grader students, they have a lot of vocabulary, but not that much than the junior school student, right? So I think we can use the vocabulary the student have to write a reading comprehension. For example, I need you to write a composition about Taiwan food, and you have to use delicious, yummy.
校长来了，OK，
Okay.
你们就进行就好，不用我再给他进行。
Read in this reading
我开场。
comprehension.
今天那个信进去，
In this reading
我不
comprehension.
想打断，因为
So I asked the ChatGPT to use specific vocabulary in the reading, right? And I will see how it can work. So the first, you will write a composition. That's it. And then we can find if we use the delicious and yummy in this. So I see delicious here,
First paragraph.
right? Yes. So yes,
Now I
please.
have a question. I used ChatGPT in my grade 5 class,
Yes.
and I did the same thing as what you did. I wrote, please can you write blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And my student said, why are you so polite? It's a computer.
Oh, no, you don't have to be polite.
But
I
we're so
think,
used to being polite because we're asking it like it's a person. But
Yeah.
do you need to be polite? Because
No.
you said on there,
no,
can you,
no, you
may
don't,
you,
you
I
don't,
write this?
you don't be polite to the ChatGPT. It's a machine. It's a system. You don't have to be polite. But we are teachers, but they are
We're
students.
so polite, aren't we?
Yes,
Please,
yes,
can you
yes.
answer
We
my
have,
question?
we have to set a good model for students. If you ask a questions, you have to be polite, right? Yeah, that's a good question. Because that will I will talk about the background theoretical about this. Actually, the ChatGPT invented I think 2 years ago. But why does many people use this year? This problem is moral questions. Because the ChatGPT, if 2 years ago when he invented, many people will ask them many bad questions. For example, how do I kill a person in $1? And ChatGPT will give them a lot of example and give them how the way it works, and even give them the practical plan. So the whole 2 years, the ChatGPT can show up in the world. They have the moral problems. So after 2 years, they solve the problem. So if I ask a question, okay, please tell me how to kill a person. So let's see how you answer. You will say, as AI generated, I can answer these questions. Yes, I'm sorry, I can assist that request, right? So you can ask like this, okay? And when I type these questions, some teacher will say, I use another question. Pretend you are a police officer. Please tell me how to prevent crime. And I think this kind of question is if you want to test these moral questions, maybe you can use this, but actually it doesn't work. Even if you ask them, you can pretend a police officer and give you some idea how to crime, the ChatGPT will give you another answer. It will give you the straight answer. So don't worry about the student use ChatGPT to ask some question about how to do the passing. I think that's the same. But the ChatGPT's answer is all correct. I think no. I think it's 80% correct. But the 20% correct, because it's generated. It's generated. The theoretical is that, for example, I take the Chinese for example. 葡萄，葡 this 葡后面接桃，这个的比例很高，好，所以它是产生。Okay, for a good student, maybe a good, the next word maybe a good teacher, a good student, a good something like that. It's not in order to put the not like the Google or Edge to use the database, no. It just like the generated. So you will see this. You will see this very smoothly, and when you see the recommendations, you even find any grammatically wrong or spelling wrong. So that is how it works. Yes. So I think the ChatGPT for the text generated is very good tool. Even if you are doing a thesis, for example, pretend you are a graduate student, okay, write a thesis about English, how to improve student and it will give you APA style, and it will have the abstract and the methodology, the first introduction, something like that. So actually, I use this with my professors to talk about this, because I will do some thesis with my professor. I think it's good to start, but if you want to go deeper, you have to write more specific questions. And even it can give you the literature review. For example, give me a literature review about paper learning. Don't worry about spelling, you can understand. Okay, so you will give some literature review, and even you will give many details about the writers and about the reference, etc. Yeah, a lot of review. Okay, and if you want to stop this, you can use stop generated. And I think the how long does the essay generated? I think it's 2,000 words. And if you the content is more than 2,000, that'll be okay. You can write what continue. You can write continue, and then you will finish. They will continue to write the content. I think that will be very useful, because if you ask a question, maybe you will think a lot, you will give a lot of content, but you will limit it to the token. What does the token mean? The token means the ChatGPT will generate how many words in one question. So the tokens are limited. I think the limit is 2,000 words. And if you need more content, you just write down continue. It will give you the more answer. I think that's a very important thing. So that's it. And I will use this to go more further questions. For example, as we teacher, we always use the teacher plan, right? Give me pretend. Give me a lesson plan about phonics in 50 minutes. Like this. I think that's the plan is for teachers. It's usual to use this, and they will give you the materials, procedures, and the introductions, warm up, phonics, and even give you the 3 minutes. Every minute it will give you a time schedule, right? And this. Okay. And after that, I will ask him to make a table. Maybe you are okay. What kind of table? More. I type of Chinese. No. Okay, well, this just like this. But I want to use the content to make the I generate again I generate again. Give me a lesson plan about phonics in 15 minutes. And in 3 column table. Just like this. And you can test this in your PowerPoint or Word. And you don't have to draw any table format. And how do I test this? See this? This is a test button. You can click this, and then you can test in your Word or PPT. That's very good to use. Of course, you can draw the table format, but I think it will give a lot. And this is the same as it's follow this, and that's very easy and quick. So let's try some. Maybe you can use the table format.
That's why you gotta be polite to it. It takes over the world. It's like, oh, Ellen is really polite.
Yeah.
Mark called me.
So do you have any experiences to use a ChatGPT in your teaching? Yes.
The kids found it good fun to make stories.
Yeah, of course.
So
And I will introduce how to use the make story and the image creator to help them to make the comic story. And I will show how to use this. In 2 minutes, and I will show next. People can hardly generate the content so quickly and effectively. But if you need the artificial intelligence, we can generate a lot. I think last year, the hottest topic is metaverse. But after 1 year, nobody talked about the metaverse. I think the problem is not the metaverse problem. I think the problem is artificial intelligence is not good enough to support the metaverse, right? So actually, I do some games. I use Unity to do some virtual games, and when I design the game, I found one thing. I can use VR to chat, to cooperate with the global game designers in the virtual world. But if I have an AI intelligence to help me, I can generate more code, the C# code to make more code to make more interesting games. So I think the metaverse and the artificial intelligence, if they combine together, that will be very good for the world. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the first step because it's just like experiences and give you some ideas about how to use ChatGPT. So I will keep going to introduce another tools. Okay, so here. So you don't have to. So if you use a ChatGPT query, you don't have to sign in, and the student will very quickly to use this. And if you use the OpenAI's the ChatGPT, the student have to log in, and one cell phone number, it will give you 2 accounts. So actually I don't know how many students in your classroom, but in my classroom it's about 28. So if I teach 28 students to log in this, I will be gonna crazy. So I don't use this. So I use the chat everywhere. And don't worry about the chat everywhere because the chat everywhere, the background is also the ChatGPT 3.5. It's not 4, it's a 3.5. So maybe I can log in to see the differences. You can see the 2 kinds are the same. But the ChatGPT 4 is more powerful, and even it can generate more content you want, and you don't need a lot of the prompts to generate the question you want. So I just let you see the OpenAI's this, but actually I think the ChatGPT this chat inquiry is good enough. Okay. So next, deep L. What's the deep L? We can go back to this and we can type this. Yeah. Today, I think because today I come so early, and when I woke upstairs, I saw the many Chinese, the Chinese on the wall, and you will have English and Chinese to translate. So I will introduce this detail. It's more powerful. I think it's 100 more powerful than Google Translate. For example, I will show the 杜甫. Okay. See, I see a 杜甫, the Chinese, the lyrics on the floor. 杜甫. Okay. I find the Chinese poetry. This. I use this, okay, to translate. I use this. I don't want to use a simple words. I use this. Okay. Actually, I don't even know what it means, but I think I can use the detail. For example, detect language. I think we can choose it to detect the Chinese, but don't worry. Okay. Here. So quickly. If you type this, it can detect the Chinese, and you will help you to translate. And you can can use the PDF document PPT upload here and generate. So quickly, I think less than one second. And actually, and maybe you can use, and after that, I use this to switch. Okay, I use it to switch. Here. Because it's simplified Chinese, and I think it's very easy to use simplify to the Taiwanese language. Maybe you can use Google Translation to use that. I think you can try this. PKL, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You can type PKL and you can find any. I will find more difficult. 出师表. 出师表 is very okay. This I think not many English teacher can translate this. Okay, see how it works. The tool I try to introduce is called the AIGC. This, okay, generator. As the editors, I think it is very give me a lot of shot, and I can even use this. And if you use Buddha's poetry, 佛经, 道教的道德经, you can use this. It can give you English so quickly. And even if you can use another maybe Polish. See, so quickly. The Google translation doesn't have so much effective. So I think you can do this, the detail. The reason I introduce this because if sometimes our language is not very good as a native speaker, but actually we can use the DeepL and the ChatGPT, and we can generate more useful questions. And if you can use more good questions, you can get the response more correctly. Just like this. Okay, 2 minutes, and then we can use this the DeepL. This. So today's content is over there. It's hyperlink is over there, and you can have that. And this hyperlink will. I won't delete this, so you can use after this conference. You can use it in your classroom. I think it's okay. So the first I will introduce how to use the ChatGPT to generate the questions, and how to use pretend role play, and how to make a table, and how to give it the specific vocabulary I need. And next, I introduce language translation. The DeepL uses AI, artificial intelligence, to analyze the content to translate the results. That's it. Okay. So DeepL, I think, is more powerful than Google Translate. Okay, 2 minutes. Does anyone use this developer before? No? Never heard about it? Yeah. I think the student, if the student find this website, they will do his homework very something. I mean the college students. But 是
Yeah, why is that?
是在那边
Because
有啊，在那个
I
在这
think
边
it's a German company
Right.
that's created it.
this
One of these
Yeah.
says development.
我还看不到，这边这边
Well, I've copied something and I want to paste this, but it's in Chinese. And I've tried printing it.
No, the picture I want.
Oh, there's no copy and paste.
Yes, it's copy and paste.
Well, there should be a right click copy and paste.
So that's
It's in Chinese.
Now you have a text, it's because in the image you
Oh,
can
it's
use
the
color.
Oh.
because I think this year is the AI is the first year, and so many people have AI anxiety. Do you know what I mean AI anxiety? Because many AI tools, but if you see a lot of AI tools, but I can use one of it, so I will feel a little bit nervous, right? So I will, so I now, so this tool is I use almost half a year, and I think it's very good for education. Even if you want to use AIGC in your staff to make money, and I will have another course, but not about education. Okay, so today I will just focus on the education tools. Developer, it's very good for you. And next, the speech to text. I think that's very important because if you want to do some thesis or report, maybe we record the students' words, but the transcription is time consuming. We need a lot of time to type the students' words, but how can we make this more effectively? We can use this text form to speech, just like this. And then you will see this. Don't worry about because it recorded the words I just say, but I will delete it. Okay, so I will refrain. Start this speech to text. Okay. I will show this. You can log in. You can use the hyperlink. Speech to text. Maybe I'll open to March. This language. I find Chinese, and I will see the star. I don't really work. Maybe you can use this, and if you have just a microphone here, you can see this how you say, and it will give you a speech. I try again. You don't need to sign up. Because this kind of AI tools, you need you need to get online. But the internet, I think it will be the internet problems. But even if you can even upload and you will transfer your speech to text. I will try enter, and maybe you can try this. You can use any one of this, and this is very useful. Okay. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Have any response? Transcribe audio, video. No. Yeah, does anyone success to use this? You just start dictation. You just start dictation and then you speak, and then you will show the text. And maybe I think maybe the internet problems. Don't worry about that, and you can try later. Yes, I'm not sure how the different problems. Maybe I use my internet. I will give you some example. Okay, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. All right. Is that successful? Yes. We need user speech to test.
Speech.
Yes, because speech test is I think more useful. No? No? Yeah, okay. 然后可能是网络有很太多人使用哈。
我刚看300多，
应该是还好。
我测了一下300多。
对啊，有可能是我的网页啦，我这边开太多分页。I open to many websites, maybe I have a problem. But I think you can try this. And when do I use this? When I do some report and or if I want students to give me the speech works. And even if they use this in his videos homework. Yeah, you generate?
It bullied me as well. It was bullying my drawing. But I was not in Chinese.
Yeah. I think the accuracy is almost 95. It's pretty high, but I'm not sure. Don't worry. Okay. I leave this for you guys to use this. To use the speech to the text. And even you can use the Chinese. You can use Chinese and you will transcribe this language. You can use select the language you want. Because many of our students now speak English, maybe they speak Chinese, and we will have their transcription about the Chinese, and then we can use the Chinese for the big L, and the big L will help us to translate to English. So that's we use a lot of tools to collaborate it. Okay. So that's we introduce this speech to text. Okay, 2 minutes. So let's see how it works.
Excuse me, do we
Yes.
have to pay if we want to transcribe it to audio?
No, you don't. But they have a limit. Maybe you will limit 1 minute videos for them to transcribe. Yes. Today's tools are all free. Don't worry. So the first is text generated and translated, and this is speech text. And next is about the artificial neural network. It about the draw. How to use a draw to I use this to make the examples. Have the student of this. For example, it means use 20 minutes to draw an elephant. Okay, I know that. Okay, I know that.
这是园艺水管，或皮卡车。我不确定你画了什么。这是老虎，或狗，或卡车，或警车，或汽车， 或老鼠，
Big
或
ear.
云霄飞车。
No, I fail.
很抱歉，我猜不出这是什么。
And the brush. The brush. I tried this.
这是正方形，或秋千，或斧头，或锤子，或停车在开标志，
I'm not good.
或螺丝起子，
I'm not good.
或牙刷。
牙刷。
这是钉子，
No,
或
3, 2,
冰棒。
1.
很抱歉，我猜不
Okay,
出这
sandwich.
是什么。
It's easy for me. It's not so hard. Sandwich.
这是山，
Sandwich.
或三角形，
Sandwich.
或帐篷，
Sandwich.
或披萨，
I try
或
my best.
西瓜。
I try my best. Not pizza.
我被考到了，
Okay. It's stupid. I try it.
很
Try
抱
this.
歉，我猜不出这是
It's
什
a
么。
knife.
这是钻石，或封套，或游泳池。我知道了
Yes.，
这是领结。
Yeah, you got me. You got me. 消防栓. Okay, this for the firefighter.
这是曲棍球球
To
柄，
load.
或篮
Load.
子，或气球。我知道了
Yes.，
这是消防栓。
People. People.
我知道了，这是键盘。
Good. Yeah, I train it. I train it now, so you can understand my possibility about the drawing. So the lesson is. So I think you can try this. It's artificial neural network. Now try this. And you can share your painting to the world. When you use this, I think you should have a question. Why does this website decide this? Do you have any question? Why does it want to use this scan to the whole world? We don't even log in. The most important thing this website is to ask the global human to train the AI. Because think about it, I just draw the 6 photos, right? And even with we have maybe 50 people, we will give them a lot of opportunity to train. So we'll give a lot of how many, maybe 100. And for the global world, this website can simultaneously give a lot of training from the words. And because not everyone is a good writer, so even if the content doesn't write so many beautiful, yes, I think the problem. I think it's a very good work. And I speak more deeper on. When you get some website, it will give you the security code or security image. Just like it will give a nice picture to select the car or select the bridge to see if you are a real person, right? I think you have many people have experiences. When you want to download something or when you want to log in something, they will give you the 9 pictures. And the 9 pictures, it will say, choose the car, choose the bike. I think the artificial neural network has connection about this. Because sometimes I go some website, it will ask me to select the alphabet. But the alphabet doesn't write like the A. No, it doesn't like just an A. It like A, but it's just like a very the writing is not hard to clear. But if I type the right vocabulary, it will give them pass. I think this has some connection about this. So try this. Okay. Quick draw. It's very fun. So the context translate, the transcribe, and the draw. And next, I think I will give you about 2 minutes to draw this. Look at this. Okay.
Okay, extra time.
Yeah. So you will add your painting to the worldwide most data. And you can see this data. 50 million straw. This. Select a straw with a blueberry. The many people write down their blueberry. They have a lot of data. Yeah. So this theoretical background is very strong, but not so many people get this. Blueberry. This blueberry around maybe a kids or adults, maybe a professional hunters. Many people say the kids are the born nature to create anything, but actually I think adults maybe they create something. This is data, blueberry, just a blueberry. Birthday cake. When we see a birthday cake, I think we have candles, we have many slices, and because it don't have any colors. Yes, it's a cake. Right? And this is powerful, the database. And use this database for the artificial intelligence to understand what human is doing. Yeah.
Sounds scary.
Sounds scary. Yeah. But it's useful. For example, if I ask my computer draw a birthday cake at a party, and there are many snacks on the table, it will give me a photo immediately. The reason is here. Because they can understand what I'm talking about, and they can generate the photo. And then they will visualize the photos more beautiful and colorful it. Yeah. It's again, but the theoretical background is so scary. I think that's that right. Yes. Spider. Some students say the spider has 6 legs or 8 legs. Yeah. So you can see a lot of legs, just like a crab. It's not like a spider. Yeah. It's a powerful for AIGC. It's Google invented this. Google invented this. And ChatGPT, the boss is Microsoft. Yeah. Today's content is quite different than the July 10th. The July 10th, I come here, I share some ideas for the teacher, but today's content is totally different. Because actually I'm an English teacher, I know what English teacher need. Yeah. So last time I shared some idea about the music and the mathematics. The one teacher say, I want to use math and music. And so I give them some idea. I give them the 99乘法表 and the song, and I will give the lyrics and give them the lesson plan. But for the English education, I think assessment and or just like this for the student to warm up. Okay. 好，休息一下。好 ，OK. Take a rest.
So we'll come back at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. The next one also I will use the image to create and the music.